Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets coming back to you again with another video. Today is October the 2nd, 2020, and I will be doing my week 1 budget projection for the month of October. So today we are going to grab the pen and paper and we're going to write out all expenses and other items and fees that I want to pay for this upcoming week so that we can project what I plan to do with this week's paycheck. If you are interested in this sort of content, then please stick around for the rest of this video. Okay, everyone, as you can see, we are back with our tablet in front of us so that we can get this show on the road real quick. I got my coffee here so that we can keep it moving because it is early. And yeah, let's get going. As you can see, this is week 1, October the 2nd, 2020, and this is my budget projection for this upcoming week. Fall is here, guys, and please get out and vote. I think both of these little motivational phrases are self-explanatory, especially this one. All right, let's try to keep this short and sweet. For the sake of this video, I'm going to do, typically I would do my budget projection and my budget recap together, but today I'm going to separate them because I do have a little bit more to discuss in that budget recap from that 4th week of September. So let's get going. The first item that we're going to project is always our mortgage. And guys, this item is actually going to change a little bit because I am in the process of doing a refinance. So that's a whole thing in itself. That'll probably be another video because I'm not really liking the criteria, but I just need to get this refinance done and over with so that I can get on that journey of back on the journey of paying down my mortgage. So we're going to set aside $291.34 for the mortgage. Water bill is normally set at $98. That is so high to me. Let me know in the comments below what you're paying or if you see that as being a high bill. It's 4 to 5 of us here at any given time during the month, but still it's kind of high to me. The phone and internet is coming in at $230. Auto insurance is $102 for this projected for this week. Student loans is $96.75. I'm also doing something a little wonky with that, which I actually hadn't really paid attention to, but it is what it is. We're in this pandemic right now, and so if I feel like I need to save a little bit more money, then I will. If not, I put it toward the student loan. I just don't want to jeopardize anything as it relates to overpaying too much money and straining in other areas, but I haven't had that issue. So going forward, I plan to continue doing what I am doing right now as it relates to the debts. But what I mean by wonky with the student loan is I send the extra debt payment monies to the student loan, but I put this amount that I actually allocate for student loans in the bill savings account. So basically, there is a large chunk of money in that bill savings account that need to be put toward the student loans. And I was doing that because in the beginning, remember we had the pandemic, I was saving all kinds of money, all the money, everything I could think of, get my hands on. I was saving it because I didn't know, what was going to happen with this pandemic. But now that we've been in it for a minute and I'm still thankfully working and able to bring in revenue, I can, relax a little bit and start back paying down my debt. So that's where that came from. Oh yeah, the daughter's car fund is $20.50. I will send to her account. Then for the debt amount of monies that I could use for this week, it'll be $280.77. Then we have the household expenses, which I pull out of my account in cash, $194, and that just includes all of the things that we need to survive. Pretty much, it's gas. It's what else is this? Food. It's toiletries. Just all the things, but I pull it out in cash. So the children's savings account, that's an automatic $28.50 that goes into that account or their accounts each week. Then we have the homeowners association amount for $6.70. So that gives us a whopping total of $1,348.56. Okay, now also I have a certain amount of money that I leave in this account per week so that I can take care of my expenses. That amount is $1,228. But as you can see, the total amount is more than the amount I leave in per week. So we're going to have to do some subtracting, and I will show you where I get that money from. Also, in addition, I like to leave a cushion in this account, but let's go on and do the subtraction first. So since I've written this total out of 1228, we're just going to do a backwards sort of subtracting equation here. So I'm actually going to do the 12. I'm trying to get to my calculator, guys. 1 second. Okay. If we do a backwards calculation, that means I'm negative $146. I'm sorry, $120. Making a mess today. $120.56. Okay. But I also like to leave a cushion in this account of $26.15 because you never know what may happen. And I just don't like to leave an account bone dry. I like to leave a little money just in case I need to pick up something. Don't necessarily have a budgeted item for it, and so I have that extra money there. So now we have actually the $120.56 and the cushion amount that we need to allot for. So let's add those two numbers together. That's the $120.56 plus the $26.15. That's going to give me a total of $146.71. All right. $146.71 that I need to pull from the bill savings account this week to help me satisfy this total here of $1348.56. So that number will get our lovely blue cloud. Okay. So that amount is what I would pull out of the bill savings account technically. So in other words, on this paper, because I'm not physically going to do that right now, because I have other calculations to do. And you will see that going forward. Sorry for all the noise. I have on a bracelet that's hitting my desk that's making a lot of noise today. All right, now let's move on to step number 2. Of course, you know that step number 2 is to go back up to all of the expenses and put a PA beside that debt the debts that I will not be paying for this week. So that will include the mortgage because it's paid on the second week of the month, not week one. We have the auto insurance. It's typically paid on week four. Student loan monies, I am not paying right now. Really, I actually am paying, but like I explained, this amount I just for some reason still put away because there's actually no payments and no interest on student loans at this particular time. And I think that's it. Everything else is, oh no, the homeowners association. That is not paid this week either because it's paid quarterly, and I actually just sent that out on last week because that was the third quarter payment due of $87. So that's done and over with. We won't pay that again until the end of December. So these are your four put away amounts. The next step is we will add up those PA amounts or put away amounts. And what I mean by that, we put these away in the bill savings account because we are not paying those debts this week. So that total is $496.79. Okay? So that number will also get our famous blue cloud so that you can see that there's a relationship between those two numbers. One we need to pull out of the bill savings account and one we need to put away. So at this particular time, let's go on and subtract those two numbers so that we can see what this actual answer's action will be. That total will be $350.08. The 496 is the larger number. We're putting that amount away, so that's the action that your answer will take. So we will put away in Bill's savings account this $350.08 technically, because we still have other steps that we need to do. So stick with me. That's where we are right now. Next thing is we'll go back up through the debts and expenses and put a purple triangle beside all items that we are paying or doing something with the monies for this upcoming week. So these are your action items that will take place this upcoming week. All right. So if, as you can see, we have the water bill that needs to be paid this week. Phone bill will be, and internet will be paid this week. And these other items I've already explained. Actually, the debt payment amount, I'm actually going to use that. I will not be sending it toward the student loan this week. I repeat, will not be sending it toward the student loan payment this week. I have 3 items that I need to take care of this week, and I'm going to use this debt amount for that. You will hear about those items in my budget recap video on next Thursday. I'm going to try and get back on schedule, guys, because I typically do the budget recaps for the, that previous week on Thursdays, and then the projections on Friday. So I'm trying to get my life back together. All right, so there you have it. Now let's get with this water bill. The water bill I projected to be $98. It's actually $102. So the actual is $102. So I only set aside $98. Let's do the subtractions here. So 102 minus 98, that means I need to find $4 that I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy that amount of water bill. Like I said, this water bill is ridiculous. It is high. All right, and then the phone and internet is $230. So its actual is $263. Yes, I will have to talk about that. I talked to them and I understand what they are doing, but I removed a line from my phone, which was not my phone service, which was not being used. and they increased the bill. So yeah, we went round and round about that for a while. I'm like, why would you increase the bill? That's the purpose of me removing the line. So yeah. So with that being said, I typically set aside 230. The bill is coming in at 263, so I need $33. So that's to help satisfy that debt. So that's two amounts right there, the 33 and the $4. So let's add those two numbers together. 33 plus 4, which is 37. So that is the total amount that I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me with these two bills this week. And another thing is they have switched my AT&T billing date. It used to be this week 1 time frame, like around the 6th or 7th of the month. They moved it. Last month it was on the 20th. This month it's on the 16th. But since my budget is still structured this way, I have to set aside that money out of this week's budget. But typically, what I could do is just put it away into the bill savings account, then bring it back out into the checking, when it's time to pay it. So, what I'm eventually going to have to do is end up moving this expense to that proper week that is actually due. I don't know why they made the billing statement date change. It's just a whole thing with AT&T. All right, so now we're at the $37 that we need to pull out. Okay, but down here, remember we had a total of $350.08 that we need to put away. So we have a pull out amount and a put away. We're going to have to subtract those two numbers. So that will be $350.08 minus the $37. So let's subtract that. Actually, I think I can do that one in my head. Let's see. That will be 1308. Someone check my math and make sure I'm correct. But that is the total amount to put away in the bills savings account this week. Okay, so after we finish moving monies around on paper and subtracting actuals and projected amounts, this is our bottom line. The monies come into my checking account, direct deposit, and I move out the $313.08 into the savings part of that account, and it sits there until I need to pull some of that money out to pay debts. The rest of the money stays in the checking account part and satisfy the items that need to be paid this week. That's the way my budget goes. If you have any questions about anything I've discussed, please leave me a comment below. Like this video, guys. Share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel because there are people out there that need to know how to budget their money better. And also, I just want to hold myself accountable as I go through this debt payoff journey. This is Amanda, also known as Dr. Mommy Budgets, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.